which works against the jab cross on the inside or the outside. So you're jutting down and driving forwards, jut and view, here. So left hand, do jut, view, turn, jump sag. Chin, basic stance. Basic punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turning punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. View down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hacks out, facts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jumps out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jumps out and moves out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tan, bang and gang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gumps out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to step 45, gumps out, and kick. Left first. 1, and just reset. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the same to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Press ups, knuckles, horizontal, slightly canted, and then vertical. Okay, so down, go horizontal first. Just going to do 3 of each. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Onto your knees. Slight twist, slightly canted. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Onto your knees. Vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up. Good. Left leg forward. Guard up, lift kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Change. Guard up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Square stance. Doesn't matter how you want to start with your posture. Going to drive forwards. Double view. 2 palms. Elbow, elbow. Back into jump sag. Okay? Talk through it first. So, starting position however you want. Driving to your left, double view. Palm strike. Palm strike. elbow, elbow. Jumps out, grab, knee strike, reset. Opposite side, drive in, double view. Palm strike, elbow, elbow. Jumps out, grab, knee. Left side again, drive in. Double view, palm, palm, elbow, elbow, back, jump, knee, reset. Different starting points. To the right, drive, palm, palm, elbow, elbow, jumps out, knee. Do one more each side, to your left, drive, double view, palm, palm, elbow, elbow, jump, knee. Reset one more, to the right, palm, palm, elbow, elbow, stepping back, jumps out, knee. And finally, we'll do sit-ups, we'll do 2 lots of 10, we're going to roll and get up and do the other side. So, sit-up position. When you sit up, we're going to do 2 palm strikes, and then back down. We'll do 10. Ready? Don't let your head touch the floor. 1, actually do 2 palm strikes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down, roll to one side, elbow down, hand facing up, sit. Push with your foot and elbow, tuck your leg underneath, up onto one leg, and reset. Good. Back down, same again, go to the opposite side this time. 1, 2 palm strikes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down, roll to the opposite side this time, guard up. Elbow down, hand down, lift. Push with your elbow and knee, tuck your leg underneath. Up and stand. Good. Okay, so I've got the dummy, I'm going to go back through the dummy form again. So I'm going to just get my reference points. We'll go through review sections 1 to 4. Now that we all know what section 4 is, eh, Joe? Yeah? But we'll go through it, and then if you get time, we'll look at section 5. So, because Des has got his dummy as well, which is always good. You can always go over there for reference. So, the point you've got should represent the leg of the dummy. Standing, shoulder width. Get to the centre of the camera. There we go. When you, this marking point here, all you're doing is making sure, as a reference, you're not too close to the dummy so that your arms are too close, and you're not having to lean to reach. So it should just be comfortably out to get that contact. And then what you're doing is with your left hand and driving view side. Remember, view side just means thrusting fingers, but you've got an angle on your forearm, and you're driving that forearm up. So it's going to hit the bottom of the underside of that arm. If something was coming in and you just drove straight up, it's going to give you that cover to apply a technique. So left hand first, driving straight up with that view. Your right hand, so your hands go back to back, and you're going to turn, lat mangensa. Imagine your right hand, the back of that dummy, pulling the back of the neck. Pull the shoulder back and insert bongsa. As you step now, Try not to let this angle between your bong sao collapse. Imagine it's going to go round into tan sao, but don't let this angle collapse in here. So as I step Yuma Huma, and come round into Tanda. And now I'm going to use, I'm just going to move my right as I go double gan. Again, my double gan is doing forwards, not across. A small Yuma now as I rotate my hands, Kwan Sao. I'm going to step Yuma Huma again, so I can do tan strike, left hand, right strike. Only going to move my left foot this time, double gan. I'm going to get back in front of the dummy leg, so I'm going to do cow sao, jump sao, as I do straighten myself up. So left jump, right cow sao. I'm going to do left gum sao to drop my right to strike, and then double jumps, double tuck sao. And then repeat with the right. So my right hand is in Wu Sao, and drive it up. Back to back hands, turn, Mangen Sao. My left shoulder comes back so I can insert my bong sao. I'm going to step to my right, Yuma Huma, hand strike. My left leg will move as I go to double gan. My weight distribution is 50-50. Small Yuma as I rotate into Kwan Sao. Weight is now on my back leg on my right. I'm going to step Yuma Huma into tan. Right leg moves, double gan. And I'm going to finish with my jump sao, and cow sao, in front of the dummy. Right gone, left low strike. Double jut, double tuck sao. Hands come back, the new pack sounds. No turning with the pack sounds because the arms are already coming off centre. Turn into my left, right pack sound. 1, 2, 3. Turn, left pack sound, fat sound. Elbow lower than my hand. Straight back up, gum sao strike. To the right, turn, pack sound, fat sound. Gum sao strike low. Low bong sao. Slow bong sao has to drive forwards. Don't think you're coming across. Forwards. Yuma Huma, out, driving fat out underneath the dummy arm. I'm going to pull my right leg back as I do a right bung into cat stance. I'm going to drive a kick to the lower half of the dummy's body and step straight across into the low bung. Again, this low bung has to drive forwards, not across. I'm going to repeat my Yuma Huma. Facts out underneath the dummy arm, pulling back into cat stance with a left bung, driving a kick to the lower half of the dummy, stepping straight across into double gan. Small shift, cow sao jump, gum sao left, strike high with my right, double jut, tuck sao. Section 4 from here, a drive. Double jump. Hoon sao around my wrist, try and keep my elbows in as much as possible, but they will splay out because of the dummy arms. Do a double low strike. Straight up the centre of the arms, double tan, think dink sao if you like, eye strike. Double jut. You're going to do a cow sao jump as you turn to your right, and then repeat that by dropping your left underneath and drive. From here, strike. Bong sao. 90-degree step now with the kick. So imagine you've got your mark, you need to be 90 degrees to the side of the dummy as you're going to do a kick. So you step with your left, right tan, right kick. Step in, double gan. Cow sao jump. We're going to do gum sao low strike, and we're going to repeat that kick now on our right. So left bong sao, we're going to step Yuma Huma, 90 degree, tan and kick, and strike, double gan, cow sao jump, gum strike, double jumped, toxin. And so sections 1 to 4. We said on the last lesson we was talking about the reasons for these, for the sequence, the individual moves. We've looked over the last few weeks at driving in with a double busa and then doing palm palm, just as a starting point for something coming in. You could just as well, however your starting point is, it might be that you just drive something up. So it's first part of the dummy form, you're driving this busa up. If you just turn and drive up, it's very similar to a double bu. You're getting something in the way, you're giving yourself that space. Just reiterate what we said before, if you're attacked or you're ambushed, or someone attacks you, you're already second. You're starting second, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Getting something up is giving you that bit of space you can get yourself back into the fight. So, if you just want to practice just a couple of minutes, from this position, all you're going to do is just drive your busa up. Yeah, so from the centre, left hand, and just drive that busa up. But what I want you to try and do is keep your busa in place. Don't go both up. Imagine just straight coming in. You're just blocking. All you do is driving that up out of the way. Yeah, so all I want you to do, left hand, you can start left hand forwards, it just makes it easier for this drill. But if you want to start in a position that's a bit more, or less orthodox, a bit more awkward, you can. All I want you to do, when I say go, is drive that busa up. Again, what I want us to get into is understanding that this is a static movement. But from here, we need to then flow and move. Yeah? Over lockdown, I've noticed, I'm looking at a lot of Wing Chun people, and you see lots of Wing Chun techniques, and they're all really, really good. But there's no movement. Yeah, you'll see people, if you're facing a boxer, and I'll do my pet hate. Yeah, you're standing like this in front of a boxer or a Thai boxer. I'm sorry, but you're going to get your arse handed to you. Yeah, he's going to get, it's just not going to happen. You're going to have to move. So, taking this into isolation, driving up here is fine, section 1 of the dummy, driving it up. But as soon as that's driven, you're going to be moving. So if I throw a punch towards you, imagine now I'm going to throw a punch, what I want you to do is jam that with your, that move, yeah? So if I'm coming in with a punch and you're jamming it, yeah, you've taken my arm and you've blocked it, you've done something with that. You haven't stopped me, I'm going to throw something else. Yeah? Unless you're quick enough and you get me on the outside and you lap me straight away, which is part of that form. So if this time I throw the punch in and you drive that up and then lap straight away, yeah, so I'll throw the punch in, drive it up, and then you lap it, I'm down here. Now you've got me. Yeah? So taking in isolation is fine, but understand, give yourself that visualization. We spoke before about the importance of visualizing that attacker. Rather than just, it doesn't have to be quick. If we're doing this as a routine, as a drill, I'm throwing the punch in here, and you block, and you think, okay, I've blocked and on the outside, as soon as I've got that block, I'm turning to throw a punch, then that works. You're starting to get those neural pathways firing and building up that, what do you call it, muscle memory. It's a pathway between your synapses firing, and I think I've said to you before, first time you do a technique, if I said to you guys now I'm going to do, I don't know, I'll put Mike on and Mike said we're going to do Mikio, yeah, John would be okay, and so would Mike. I forgot what it is, Des and other guys were like, I'm not sure what that is, and it takes a while to do a move, right? But over time, eventually that would become easy, because you've practiced, and it just becomes second nature. Stages of learning we spoke about before. If I'm unconsciously incompetent, I can't do it. Eventually I want to become unconsciously competent, so I just do it. Yeah, for those of you that drive, if you remember your first driving lesson, there was loads of stuff happening, all your feet and your hands, and listening and driving and not crashing. But now you just get in the car and drive, yeah? So all those 8, 9, 10 things you did, now just become one thing, you just drive. Like your basic stance or your basic punches or learning to turn, exactly the same. When you first started, you'd see people's feet going, and all the punches were out, and they're punching over here. Now all of a sudden, they do a basic punch or with a turn, and everything's in sync. Just practice. So what I want to look at, and what you do when you're doing these techniques, is put something visual. What is it you're doing and why you're doing it, okay? So what I'm going to do is throw this punch in. What I want you to do is drive up with that block, turn and lap straight away. If you need to step, if you think I've stepped in too far and you've had to step backwards to do this, then that's fine. It all depends on what you're visualizing. Okay, ready? I'm just going to do a few of these, then we'll continue. So I'm going to throw my punch in. I want to drive in and then lap me down straight away and then strike. Good. And again. Same side. And then lap me down. Again. Remember your starting position, however it is. You're coming in and driving me down. One more this side. Coming in and strike. Opposite hand now, so you can work the other side. Punch is coming in. Block it, lap it, and strike. Again, punch is coming in. Block, lap, strike. Good. Again. So what you're doing as you lap, you're stopping as this punch comes in and you're lapping. It's stopping me from throwing this punch. I just can't get around and down. You've hit me anyway. Do one more. Ready? Punch is coming in. You've lapped me down and you struck. Good. Okay, so that's that first part of the dummy. The bong sound, we do loads of bong. Look at it on the dummy form. Although for this main sound, we wouldn't go from main out to bong sound. We've already discussed that. If you just lap me down here, why would you then try and bong sound my next punch? You wouldn't. Okay? So in isolation, imagine I've got a 1-2, and you've just thrown your bong sound up. You've kept your bong sound up to block the 2 punches. And then on the second one, as the second punch is coming into this block, then you're going to step round and tan and punch on my second punch, yeah? So, this time, what I'm going to do is throw 2 punches. A jab and a cross. I want you to do is keep your bong sound up for the 2 punches. And when I come in with my second punch, I want to then step around, tan and strike. Okay? I'll come in with my right first, so it's going to be left, right. Okay, ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Again, use that visualization. Something happening, you're just throwing it up, you've covered twice, you're stepping around and striking. Okay, opposite side this time, so we're coming left and then right. Ready? 1. Sorry, to pull that around, should I? Should I? Right and left, sorry. Go. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Okay. Double gansau. So you've done this move here on the dummy. Double gan. Double gansau it's a big movement. It ties up both of your arms. We've explored before about whether to do a quansau or double gan against the kick. We know that it works if I'm stepping off the centre line. If someone's throwing like a roundhouse type kick, what I don't want to do is just try and stand there and throw my technique up. It's just going to completely obliterate my forearms. But if I step, so the kick's coming in, and I'm stepping off with my double gang, either cutting into their leg, yeah? So just move my, so imagine I'm going to come in with a roundhouse kick here. I'm just coming across. What you need to do, if that kick is coming in, think of driving in towards my centre as you drive in with a double gang. Yeah, and again, that is just one application of this. Right? You can probably think of others, yeah? It could be a punch to going high and low and just covering, so I'm covering from here to here. These gates are covered from high to low. It works well visually. The kick is coming in, so what I'm going to do is step 45 into that. All it's going to do, I'm going to try to get contact on their shin and maybe the top of their leg, just enough. Now, I might be able to kick their supporting leg. You might be at that point where I can grab this. Yeah, you might be able to sweep at that point. You have options. So what I want to do, I'm going to come in with the left roundhouse. Here. I want you to think of stepping in, the double gang, cutting across there. Okay, ready? Left roundhouse, 1. And just visualise what you could do afterwards. Again, starting point, doesn't matter where you are, just stepping in. 2. 3. 4. 5. Opposite sides. I'm going to come in on the right. So you'll cut across 45 opposite way. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Okay, let's just breaking down the first part of the dummy form sections 1 and 2. Any questions or any observations or anything you want to add to this? No? Everybody good? Good. Okay, go back to me. Right then, let's have a look at section 5. Just so we can just go through. So section 5 of the dummy introduces this jut-out view really. So imagine the 2 dummy arms, you're in the centre, you're driving a jut-out across with one arm and driving a view up, so you're going jut and view. If you've done your view level, jab cross, you're stepping back, doing this motion here, jut-out, view step, yeah, which works against the jab cross on the inside or the outside. So you're jutting down and driving forwards, jut and view. Here. So left hand, do jut, view, turn jump sag. We're going to do cow sag and strike. The right hand comes underneath, comes at the front. You're going to repeat that now. Jut, jump view, jump. Cow sag, strike. From here, you're going to rotate the arms into Quan sag. You're going to straighten yourself up and do po pi. Again, thinking of your legs as it comes up and you're lifting po pi with your legs. Do a bong sag with your left. You go Yuma Huma, maintain contact with that dummy arm with your left hand, and then po pi again. Double gang. This time your right hand stays on top of that dummy arm that you've got contact with. As you straighten up, do another po pi. Right bong sag. You step in, you're going to disengage from the arms as you step round and do low pie, double gang. Okay, so jump, double low strike, double jump, and top set. Okay, we'll go through that again. The dummy arms, again, they're already kind of splaying out. But just imagine two punches are coming in close, or you've got a bit of a gap between, they're coming here. If they're close, it's nice and easy. You're taking the two punches out, almost like a snake, coming across, down and forwards. Here. So you're just covering. Again, it's in isolation. If somebody was just coming forwards, driving these punches, and all I was doing was this defence, eventually I'm going to run out of the room, yeah? Or I'm going to miss one, or they're going to change something, I might just do a low strike and I'm going to get caught. So again, it's in isolation. Just learning these moves on either side. You have to be ambidextrous. If you do it on one side, you have to do it on the other. So left hand first. Again, you've got your marking starting point. You're going to do a jut, view, turn, jump. Halesowen strike. When you do your Halesowen, I don't mind there being a hook in your hand here. Yeah? The Halesowen, the passing hand, if I keep my hand straight, it's easy to slip off. If I hook it here, you have to imagine the dummy arm is there, and I'm trying to pull this pass. I've got a lot more control than if I've got a straight hand. So it's hooked in that crease between my hand and my wrist as I strike. Yeah? And the right hand then comes forwards. Do exactly the same with the right. Jut, view, jump, Halesowen strike. Rotate my arms into quansa. Straighten up. Again, thinking of my legs as I do my first ho pie. Quansa with my left. I'm going to maintain contact with the dummy arm as I step round. And again, thinking of my legs as I lift them up ho pie. Left leg moves double gang. I'm going to straighten up in front of the dummy. Keep my right hand on top of the arm as I do my next ho pie. Bongsa. I'm going to step around, disengage from the dummy arms. Ho pie. Double gang. Straighten up. Halesowen jump. Bongsa strike. Double jut. And Halesowen. What I want you guys to do is practice. I'll talk through the form again. I want you to practice getting the ho pie and the lift of the legs at the same time. You're not bending down to lift, but you're trying to lift the person's centre of gravity. So I'm not just pushing against somebody, I'm trying to lift them, so I'm trying to get them up. Yeah, I'm trying to get that motion there. So there's just enough, the elbows are low, and I'm lifting. With the ho pie, don't have your hands in this position. Have them how they're comfortable. Traditionally, it would be done with your hands like this. It's a bit awkward anyway, but it's very easy to slip off. Imagine if I was trying to push somebody with my hands like this, and I'm pushing from the side. I've only got to move their shoulder a little bit, and one of my hands is going to slip off. But if I've got my hands at slightly different angles, so one is kind of here rather than up, and the other one's this way, it's going to be a lot easier to push and lift. So don't think they have to be completely vertical this way. Make sure they're comfortable, and you're trying to lift with your legs at the same time, propelling with your hands. Yeah, if you've got the dummy there, it should rock as you do this. Okay, so we'll go through that section again, and then I'll let you guys kind of explore that in your own time. So, left hand forward, jut, view, jump set, Halesowen strike. Straighten up, right hand forwards, jut, view, jump, Halesowen strike. Rotate into Chun. Straighten up as you do your first poke high. Left bomb sag. Maintain contact on that dummy arm as you step around Huma. Left leg is forwards. Again, lifting. Poke high. Double gang. You're going to maintain contact with the top of that dummy arm with your right as you straighten up. Poke high. Right bum. As you come around from this tan sag, so from this bomb sag, you're going to disengage. And again, lifting with that poke high. Double gang. Straighten up, okay, so jump. Bomb sag strike. Double jut. And tuck sag. Okay. Hopefully you've got enough of the sequence stuff to practice that. Is there any questions? No? Okay, Des, I'll come to you first. You guys want to just carry on with that sequence? I'll come to Des, see if he's got any questions, and I'll just come and have a look at everybody. I can't hear you, Des, if you're talking, but if you've got any questions? Still can't hear you. You're all right, though? Yeah, no questions? Okay, good. Okay. I'll let you carry on. You shouldn't have any questions, should you, Joe?
No, I've got no questions.
Nah. Good. Cool. Okay, I'll come to Mike. Evening, sir.
Good evening.
Any questions?
No, it's not questions. It's just towards the end.
Yeah.
It's just where sometimes I get a bit confused about the which side I'm on the Halesowen, which side I'm on the.
For the very end.
Watching the video, I think. So I just got to work it out. See if I'll sort it, but it's just something to work on.
Is that on the very end of each section when you're finishing?
Yeah, like this particular section. It was like, hang on, what am I doing? And I think I've reversed it in my head. You know, when you're like looking at it the wrong way, if you know what I mean. So I just got.
If you think, whilst you're there, right? If you stand square, left hand forwards, yeah. So you're going to do a jut now. When you jut, you jut into your right. Jut right, view out, and draw the view left. So your left hand goes towards your right shoulder, and then you do a jump side to your right. Yeah. Then you do your cow side, lifting the left elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your right hand now comes underneath. So you've got from this position here. Yeah. Your right hand now is on the couch, is the strike on the dummy, isn't it?
Just that way, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back. Yeah. So does that make sense?
It does. Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Yeah. Has you got any questions? No? All good. Right, guys, what I'll do, I'll go through the dummy form, section 5, on my own. You guys can either do your speed or follow me, okay? I'll narrate through it as well. So starting square. Left hand is in front, towards your right, jut, view, jump down, Halesowen strike. Right hand comes underneath and repeat. Jut, view, jump down, Halesowen strike. Chun. So my right is high, my left is low. Straighten up. My right is on top. First poke high. Bomb down. Stepping round. My left stays high. right is low, poke high. Double gang. So my right is high, as a straight up in front of the dummy. So my right is high, left is low, poke high. Right bung, as I step now, my right goes low, my left goes high. Poke high. Double gang, so my left is high. Halesowen jump. At this point, my right is high, gun strike. Double jump, and top set. I'll go for that once more. Left hand forwards, jut, you, jump. Halesowen strike. Right hand forwards. Jut, you, jump. Halesowen strike. One second. So my right is high, straighten up. First time high, right is high. Left bung. As I step round, my left stays high, right is low, poke high. Double gang. I'm going to straighten up in front of the dummy, so my right hand will stay high, left is low, poke high, bung. Step in, right is low this time, left is high, lift, double gang, Halesowen jump, come strike, double jump, tucks up. Okay, we've got time just to quickly go through section 6. Of course, pick this up next time again. So section 6, you're going to start with 2 double gang saves. So you're going to do your double gang, turn into your left, so my right is high. 1, 2. My low hand, my right, I'm going to turn and insert bong save. I'm going to do 3 left, gum save strike. Gum save strike high. I'm going to repeat that now. Left bong, imagine grabbing the arm, lapping it down, driving the punch. Yeah, gum save strike high. Insert bong save, right. When I step now, I'm going to bring my feet together and have a long bridge tan. Yeah? So this isn't a stopping point, I'm just touching the dummy arm. I'm going to throw a kick with my left leg and bring that down. I'm going to step across with a big bong save onto the far arm and repeat with my feet together, long bridge tan save. Kick with my right. Double gang. Halesowen jump. Double strike. Double jump. Top side. Section 6 seems quite short. It introduces a position with your feet are together and you've got this long bridge. Yeah, so you're not stopping point, but you're touching there. Again, just because you're using tan save, it could be, you could be passive here at this point for whatever reason your feet are together. Yeah, it's teaching me from here, I can just throw a kick. I need to be able to have that balance and coordination that if my feet are together, I'm trying to kick. Yep, just good to go through that once more. So double gang save to begin with. 1, 2. Right bong save, left fact save, gum save, strike high. Left bung, turn, left fact save, gum save, strike high. Right bung save, and a step, maintaining contact with that dummy arm. Feet together. Kick with my left. Down. I'm going to step straight across, onto the far dummy arm. Step into long bridge, tan. Kick. Step, double gang. Okay, so jump, from strike, jut, top side, jut side. Again, I should end up in the centre and my stopping point. When you've got the dummy, it's brilliant for your positioning. We spoke before about position, energy, reflex, and technique, whereas your positioning is the hardest thing to get correct. Yeah, techniques are easy to copy. Your timing, again, is important, but you've got to get your positioning bang on to throw a punch. If my positioning's out, I'm going to miss. So, Mark, are there questions? Are hand raised? Let me come to you, sir.
It's the positioning for that when you're doing that long bridge shift then.
Yeah.
It's like 45 degrees away from the front.
Yes. So between the leg and 90, you are 45 degrees.
45. You're not trying to step where you was. If I go back to section 1, you're not trying to get to the side. It's
No. You're roughly at 45 degrees.
roughly 45. Thank you.
Okay, and again, it's understanding that I've got a long bridge, that tan, and my feet are together. So it's just being able to practice that kick from there. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No? Okay. We'll go through that section 6 once more. And I think we'll call it an evening. Just noticed what bottle cap is there. How shocking is that? Terrible. Right then, section 6. Double gang. Double gang. Turn, right bum, left fat side, straighten off, gum side strike. Left bum, turn, left fat side, gum side strike. Right bum side. Step in Yuma, feet together. Again, 45 degrees from the dummy leg, left kick, foot down. Step straight across. Big bum side, long bridge 10. Kick with the right, step in, double gang. Okay, side jump, gum side strike high, double jut, and top side. I'd like you to review, we've done 6 sections of the dummy without the dummy, but breaking those sections down individually, start to think about how you could use them in application. It's what I spoke before about if a fight was on a reel, we're just taking a section of that fight, yeah, just to practice a specific set of moves. With the dummy, you're going through that routine and you're trying to get perfection. So when I'm stepping, I'm trying to make sure everything's moving at the same time. When I turn, my bong tag's in the right position. If I go from bong tag to tan, I don't want to compromise the angle of my bong into tan. I don't want to. It's very common to see people do a bong tag, and as they step, it collapses in, and then they drive their tan. What they're trying to achieve, if this is going forwards here, when I step, I want to maintain that forward energy. So as I step round, my tan sag maintains the structure from the bong. If I was in bong sag and I'm keeping it on, and I want to move around, I want to rotate. At that point, what I don't want to do is collapse this in and then move. So you can practice, especially if you've got the dummy or even something that's sticking in the wall. Here, maintaining and just come round. So I'm learning to go from a bong sag to tan without compromising this position here, this angle. In terms of from here to here. Okay? Just isolate each part of the dummy form that you can remember and say put into an application and see what you can come up with. Yeah? Right guys, you guys have all been amazing as always. If there are no questions, I'll bid you farewell. Feet together, have a safe weekend. And time's ticking, it won't be long before we're back training, which is good. So feet together guys, have a safe weekend, I'll see you guys next week. Jen?